What's up, family? You already know who it is. Your favorite cousin. Back again with Rich Talks, episode 18. It's the 18th day of September 2024, and it's the 18th episode. Told you I'm doing 30 days. I told you I'm doing 30 days, and we on number 18. We got 12 more to go after today. All right. So, the essence of simplicity. Does life have to be so complicated? Do we have to have all these things in life? Is all these things that we have necessary? Or should we just live a simple life? The simpletons. We used to make fun of simple people. We used to call them simpletons. And not necessarily simple people, but people who just lived a simple life, easy life. The society has us to where we call them simpletons. We're making fun of them. But really, though, maybe they're the ones who's actually winning. When you really look at it, out of everything that you have, what's really necessary? And there's all this stuff that you have around you. Really necessary? Is it really what matters? Is all this stuff around you really holding you back from real life? Shortly, let's put it like this. Remember Apple? Steve Jobs passed away maybe 17 years ago now. And what was he famous for? Wearing the black turtleneck and the New Balances. Simple, right? But that simplicity in his wardrobe allowed him to what? Focus on Apple. Well, the moment when he woke up in the morning, it was not about what am I going to wear today. It was about how can I improve Apple. You see how quickly the simplicity of one thing in his life was able to maximize something else in his life. His productivity in other areas and other fields of his life. Just from the simplicity of him saying, I'd rather just wear all black. It's easy. And then what do? We say, oh, he's a genius for that. When you have so much stuff, it's hard to really see what matters. It's hard to really live life for what matters because now you're living for all these things. Especially in this world now where we think bigger is better, more is better. Bigger isn't always better. More isn't always better. Have you looked at what you do for the day? And you say, maybe I don't have enough time to get this, and this done. You're trying to embark on something else and you say, I don't have enough time. Do you look at your day and you say, what's unnecessary? What am I doing that's unnecessary? And you find when you strip away what's unnecessary, you're able to, what? Find that time now. Because the only thing that's left once you strip away what's unnecessary is things that's necessary. Correct? Simple, correct? It's not rocket science. That's why you find people who live like a hectic life, chaotic life. And they say, I just want to live a simple life. Why? Because simple is peace. Again, I say simple is peace. Even if you think about your phone. You know how they have all the apps on the phone? You've seen people with apps everywhere. Apps. Just 15 pages of apps. They can't even find the app that they need to use. But it's just apps galore. And when it's time for them to use the said app, they can't find it. All the apps they have are what? Unnecessary. Apps that they haven't even used since they first downloaded it. Apps that they haven't even used when they downloaded it. Just unnecessary. What happens when they strip away all the unnecessary apps that they don't use? It becomes simple. So, it's a simple smartphone now. But guess what? They're more productive on the phone. But guess what? They're not anxiety ridden when they pick up their phone trying to find the app, because they know which ones they have. Boom, right there. The ones that they consistently use. And if it's a new app they really, really need, they'll download it. When it has no use, they get rid of it. So yes, simplicity is with peace. Simplicity resides on the same frequency as peace. The complexity is on the same frequency as chaos. Because chaos is what? Complex. Chaos is, they say we're not supposed to define the word with the word, but when you look at chaos, it's hard to pinpoint the serenity in chaos. Even if you look at molecules and things of that sort, when they're all chaotic and just moving around, even in that frame, it doesn't even look peaceful. It doesn't even look calm. And that's the same thing with when you transfer it over to what we're speaking on today. That same chaos is the same thing as when everything is chaotic in your life. Where you're running from here to here, here to here, here to here, doing this. And like I said, a lot of times all this is unnecessary. When you sit back and ask yourself, why are you doing all these things? And we know the answer. A lot of times out of 10, living in the society we're in, we're not doing it because of us. Again, we are not doing it because of us. Haven't you noticed, like, when you're a baby, you live the simple life? Chaos looks like fun. So when we're babies, we want to be adults because we see that chaos, it looks like fun, because we're not used to the other side. See, it's two sides of the coin. Like I said, it's chaos and then there's calm. Calm is on the same frequency as peace. You have chaos on the other end, right? So as a baby, you're naturally in that calm, peaceful state. Why? You don't want to do anything but eat, sleep, shit. Simple, right? You cry here and there, but when you cry, it's because you need your diaper changed or, you're hungry. But majority of the time, as a baby, what do? You eat, sleep, shit. Crawling around maybe as you get a little older. Play a little toy here and there. Put two more things into the equation. But it's still simple. You eat, sleep, shit, play with toys, crawl. Simple, right? But it's until that baby starts recognizing that there's more to life. Not knowing that the more to life has already been rigged with chaos. So because the baby sees the chaos, it's opposite of what peace is, it's opposite of what he's been living. That's why we go towards these things like what? I can't wait till I want to be a grown. I can't wait till I'm an adult. Because we see that chaos And we've already been introduced to it. So we want a piece of it, a taste of it, not knowing that in the next 10 years after we get introduced to that chaos, or 5 years after you get introduced to that chaos, what do you say? I just want to be a baby. It's true, right? When you're 18, 19, you say you want to go to the chaos of life, the chaos of being an adult. You don't like simplicity, you know? Then what happens? Get introduced to the real world. Now you got bills, responsibilities, obligations, you know? Life hits, you know? You gotta be here, here, here. You gotta keep up with this, this, this. You gotta do this, this, this. Depending on how you live life, you're trying to fit in this social circle, this and this. And you gotta be over here, do over here, and wear this, and all this chaos. You can't just live life, right? So now what? Like I said, after you 18, 19, 20, and that hits, that gets burnt out, you get burnt out, then what do you say? I just want to be a baby. You want to go back to what? That peaceful state. That peaceful state of what? Just eating, sleeping, shitting, crawling around, playing with your toys, crying. Simple life. It tells you right there, as a baby, we had it figured out. As a baby, we came into this world doing what we were supposed to be doing. Just chilling. For real, just chilling. Somewhere down the line, as we live life, we believe it's supposed to be so complex. Not knowing that complexity comes with chaos. Life isn't complex. We make it complex. So if life is not naturally complex, then doesn't that tell you that we're not supposed to make it complex? So if life isn't complex, we made it complex. We should render it back to it being simple or not complex, because that's what the original state of man is. It's not complex. It's simplicity. It's peace. It's not chaos. We've made it chaos. Either for the benefit of us or the profit of us. We've made it chaos. Even peace when it comes to meditation. All that that's going on in your head. 5 million miles a minute. 5,000 thoughts a minute. All these thoughts. Some matter, some don't matter. Some anxiety-driven thoughts, some depression-thinking thoughts. All this, right? Why do they tell you to meditate? To what? They tell us to meditate to calm our mind, to put our body at peace. That's why we meditate, to calm our mind, to calm our thoughts. And as you meditate, what do? You start deciphering which thoughts are needed, which thoughts aren't. Which thoughts go in the garbage bin, and which thoughts you keep. You know, that's the power of meditation, correct? So that right there tells you that life is not supposed to be complex. That right there tells you that we already have the tools needed for us to get back to our natural state. I bet you take a businessman who's overworked, right? Just stressed out, no sleep, no nothing. I bet you he envies that monk that just sits there and meditates and is at peace. Deep down inside, he wants that same peace for himself. Because that man knows he's not gaining anything from chaos but financial gain, if that, a prestigious title, like that's going to do something. But his ego, if that's what he's driven by. Not saying those things are bad or anything like that. I'm saying it just drives the ego, if that's what you believe moves you in society. But how's that, like I said, beneficial for you in the long run? It's not. Like I said, we already have the tools. We already know how we should live life. We just run away from it. Were we bad sheep, or did we just have a manipulative sheep herder? Honestly, I say the latter. I honestly say we had a manipulative sheep herder. Why? Because I believe as humans, they study humans to see how our behavior patterns. And from then, they were able to manipulate certain situations and manipulate thoughts and ideologies and all these things for it to work in their favor. Meaning that they know humans have the ability for groupthink. We have the ability, we want to be able to fit in. We don't want to be ostracized. And all these things. So if I'm the fat man and I say, let's tell all these people that they must live in chaos, and by them living in chaos, we get rich. So now, us being the powers that be, we finesse everybody to live in chaos so we get financial gain from it. That's why I say I would blame the sheep herder more than the sheep. Because sometimes the sheep don't know. And at the end of the day, the sheep is what? To survive. That's the basic instinct that we're talking about as humans, is survival. So if we believe, and we've been told that all these things is what's needed for survival, that's the way we're going to go. That's why complexities and all these things are reigning supreme now. Haven't you seen there's like a new minimalism movement? I'm not going to lie, I'm part of the minimalism movement as well. There's a lot of peace in it. That doesn't mean that I don't like nice things. That doesn't mean that I don't desire nice things. Or I want to collect nice things and all that. That doesn't mean that. All it means that is I'm willing to eliminate things that do not matter the moment I feel that it's getting in the way of my true peace. I'm willing to do away with anything the moment it gets in the way of my true peace. So what does that mean? That means if, going back to like Steve Jobs, if that means for me, I don't mind wearing all black, black t-shirt, black shorts, regular shoes. That's the biggest decision I have in my day is what shoes I'm going to wear, because, majority of the time I'm going to wear all black or a white t-shirt with black shorts. Why? I've consciously made that decision that I'm not dressing to impress people out here. I want to be presentable, of course, but I'm not dressing to impress. I'm just going to be presentable because when I go out in my day, I want to be at peace. I want to be comfortable. I want to be at peace because it's something more. It's something bigger that I'm doing when I go outside. I'm growing. I'm thinking. I don't want to be caught into, did this person see my outfit? How many people saw my outfit? Can I post my outfit on Instagram? You see me shining? Or I can't go in this neighborhood over here because I'm wearing these jewels. Or my outfit is looking like I can't go over there. How the ladies gonna think about my outfit? How the fellas gonna think about my outfit? So if you take that away now, it just allows you to live at peace. It allows me to live at peace. It's like, I'm wearing a black t-shirt with black shorts and some dope kicks, I guess, Some regular, just nice, presentable sneakers. So now when that's there, the first thing that person says, oh, they're just a regular person. So now we get that out the way. So now what is this person thinking? Where's this person's mind? You see how easy it is? A lot of people use all this chaos, even as simple as clothes. A lot of people use chaos to blind us from really seeing who they are. That's why they have all this stuff going. I'm going to touch on another subject after I finish this minimalism of being blinded. Don't you know when people aren't even able to enjoy their house? Why? Because all the chaos in their house. All the like hoarders, people who hoard stuff. They don't throw nothing away. See all that chaos? Now they got animals and roaches and rats living in all that chaos. You got company living in your house and you ain't even know it. You better ask them to start paying rent. But you have all this. Now imagine, you can't even enjoy your house. But now imagine when you get rid of all this clutter, all this chaos, all this commotion. Because even if it's just an inanimate object sitting there, it's causing chaos. Why? Because your mental is not even clear now. When you get rid of all that, what? Now it's at peace. Now you're able to enjoy your home. Side note, hoarding is like a mental disorder of people who are not willing to get rid of stuff. It's not really that they collect. Some people do collect. It's just they have this thing about throwing stuff away. And it stems from some traumatic experience or something like that they haven't gotten over. That's what a lot of hoarding is. Just side note. Yes, that's why it's been a whole movement of people becoming minimalist, living a minimalistic society. Even as far as what? Getting rid of their home, their apartment, their house, and living as simple as possible. Number one, because they understood that the stress that they were going through on the day-to-day wasn't conducive to living the life that they were living. It wasn't adding up. The math wasn't mathing. So they decided, let's do away with that. And living an alternative lifestyle, but that alternative lifestyle that they're living in is bringing them what? Peace. So when you do away with the thoughts of other people's critiques and criticism, and you really live life for you, to find peace and find simplicity, then how you live doesn't matter. People will be more envious of you. Why? Because now they see that you're at peace and they're going to be wondering, what are you doing? Johnny over here got a mortgage note for $6,000 a month. And he's pulling his hair out. But he only got this $6,000 a month note because he's trying to impress people. He don't really like his house like that. But he knew if he got it, people would envy him. But now he's stressed. Versus Mike over here said, I'm tired of all this. And got rid of everything and lived as simple as possible. Now he comes into work with a giant smile on his face. Oh, Johnny hates him. Johnny hates Mike. Johnny don't like him. Why? Because Mike got this big old smile on his face. He got a pep in his step. He's walking like he's on top of the world. Why? He's at peace. He's not worried about a $6,000 mortgage. He's not worried about this and this and this. The biggest problem he got is who he's going to eat for breakfast. How big is his smile going to be for him today? That's his biggest issue. That's why people went minimalistic. Why? Because they understood all the chaos that they had in their life was holding them back from true peace. That's what's giving them anxiety. That's what's giving them depression. All these things is wrapped around this chaos. That's why you see people who used to be very, very fashionable when they were in their 20s and all this. And they become 30, 40, they just wear what? Regular pants and a regular shirt. The females who used to be all dressy and all that, now what they wearing, leggings and some flip-flops and a regular old t-shirt. Why? Because that simplicity now brings peace. Before they used to dress for everybody. Take 2 hours to get dressed. Now it takes them 10 minutes. Why? The simplicity. They found more simplicity. They found more happiness in that peace of just throwing something on and keep going than trying to impress the world. Now, disclaimer, this is not saying you can't dress nice to a nice event, to a nice occasion, dress up nice once in a while, you know what I'm saying? What they say, throw that shit on, you know? There's nothing wrong with, looking good when you step out once in a while. But I'm saying majority of the time. See, you embrace when you look good, when you just be simple your whole life. When you're simple, majority of the time, then that time when you dress up or you do something extraordinary over the top, you embrace it more. Why? Because it's not your natural state. You embrace it more because you know that you're going to live in this energy. You're going to embrace it more. You're going to appreciate it more. This is for you. So you're going to dress up for you. You're going to step out for you. You're going to look good for you. You're going to be popping your shit for you more so than for everybody else to impress people. Because this is something that you don't do. And you're not doing it out of chaos. You're doing it for your approval. You're doing it for your vibration raising. Like I said, the minimalistic lifestyle. I've been introduced to it, and I've been living it for a while, years. And it brought me so much peace. Start with going in your closet, throwing away everything that you don't need. Just throw it away, or give it to Goodwill. Do away with it. And now you see the anxiety that you had before you open up your closet. It flees. It's no longer there. Everybody has that junk drawer. The anxiety that you have when where's that screwdriver? That's in the junk drawer. And now you have anxiety about opening up the junk drawer because you have to sift through all this junk in the junk drawer, all this chaos in the junk drawer to find this one screwdriver or this one thing that you're looking for. So now start with your junk drawer. Open up your junk drawer and just get rid of all the junk that's unnecessary that you haven't touched in a month. You haven't touched in 6 months. Get rid of all of it. And now see how your anxiety flees when you open up the junk drawer. And it's peaceful. Watch how your anxiety just flees. It goes away. You can't wait to open up the junk drawer next time. Oh, I know where it's at. Oh. Then you're going to know accurate count. Oh, we don't have that anymore. We got to probably buy another one. And then when you buy another one, you're not going to just keep it. You're going to use it for what it's for and maybe get rid of it. Or find a simple place for it. But the thing is that you got it when it was needed more so than just having it when you thought because of the chaos. To get rid of the chaos. If that makes sense. The second topic I was going to speak on was how chaos can blind you. It's an illusion. And if you think about alternative lifestyles like pimping, right? The pimp has a lot going on. The jewels, the cars, the lingo, the way he walks, the way he talks, all this stuff. Past a certain point, it's not your personality. Past a certain point, they have all this chaos. Why? To get you trapped, to get you in a gaze, to get you in awe. You get trapped into all this chaos. And now when you're trapped, you can't think for yourself. Because you're in such awe of all this chaos that's going on. It could be beautiful chaos, but you're trapped in it. That's why they have it, because they're trying to put up an illusion, a smoke screen of what's really going on. You can't really see. That's why I say be weary, be cautious of people who have a lot going on. People who talk fast, got a lot going on, all this and this and this. Sometimes it may naturally be them. And sometimes people may have a lot going on because they're either trying to confuse you or they're trying to throw up an illusion to where you can't see the true them. Like I said, there's simplicity. There's peace and simplicity. There's so much peace and simplicity. Peace is beautiful. I'm telling you, if you live in peace, people who don't live in peace envy you. That's why they say if you break up with somebody, don't break up with somebody to get with somebody else, Like, I'm breaking up with Sally to get with Sue. Don't do that. Because you're going to run into a hole again. Well, you say you're breaking up Sally because you want to find peace. Now, once you find peace, you attract Sue because Sue is in peace as well. See? You left one thing not to hop in something else that's chaotic because you're looking on the outside in. No, you left one thing because you said you wanted to find peace. Now the universe grants you peace. Like I said, just try it. You know, when you clear your mind out, you're more creative. When you clear your mind out, you're more productive. You don't have all these just unnecessary things floating on in your head. That's masking or that's holding you back from where you need to really be thinking and putting your attention and knowledge and energy towards. Remember, there's peace in simplicity. There's beautifulness in simplicity. I think I'm going to wrap it up today. This your favorite cousin with episode 18 of Rich Talks. Again, the essence of simplicity, the beautifulness, the beautification of simplicity. There's power in peace. I hope this helps somebody today. Y'all be safe. Love and blessings.